Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Two Nerds Are Better Than One. I am Ron Deasy, and we got my co-host here.
Mr. Awesome.
We are back, episode two for the new year. So, let me start off, man. I saw Avatar yesterday.
So you can you actually put it in your top three now?
I can.
Oh, come on. All right. All right.
Wait, did I? It's definitely top five.
All right.
I will say it
Well,
is
you were trying to put it in
better.
your top three without even seeing it.
Yeah.
I wasn't having that.
Oh yeah, it was top three for 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can put it up there. I can put it up there. So
Right.
it was I don't know if it's definitely as good as the first one.
Okay.
It is long. It's 3 hours.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So it's as long as good as the first one, maybe even a little better. And I think it hit its goal to go on to the next, I think, three movies that James Cameron plans on doing.
Okay.
So, and I think they're coming out quicker this time. Like, I think he's already set to have.
I'm sure it's gonna come out quicker, man. You can't wait another
Yeah.
10 years for.
Yeah, I think he said that the next one's scheduled for 2025.
Okay.
So, or something like that. It's soon. It's sooner than last time. But yeah, it's good. I think it was. Should I say worth the wait? Nah, it could came out sooner. It could came out sooner. Definitely sooner. But yeah, I highly recommend it. Go see it.
All right. All right.
Yeah. It was kind of confusing at first, but then I kind of caught on.
Did
But they
you did you watch the first movie and then go see it again, or did you just?
no.
Wow. So you haven't watched the first movie in a long time. You just went and
I
saw
haven't
it.
watched it in a long time. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
but I've seen it so many times that I know. It was just like in the beginning how they're like they're trying to fill in what has happened, and yeah. So in the beginning of the movie, they fill in what happened since the last one,
Got
and
it.
then I was like, huh, okay, okay. And then it kind of, I guess I wasn't listening clear enough because I was amazed by all the visuals and stuff. And then as the movie went on, it kind of made sense what they were saying in the beginning. I was like, okay, I caught on.
Okay.
The water part was there's some parts that looked like the graphics kind of dropped, but the water scenes were actually pretty good. Probably on par with Aquaman,
Okay.
but yeah, it was good. It's a good movie.
All right.
Yeah. So, what we got topics today? Ant-Man. So they came out with the third trailer for Ant-Man. You seen
Mm-hmm.
it?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll let you.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah. Now you go off. You go take this one.
Oh. Okay. Um.
Yeah.
So let me start off, dude. Kang looks awesome. Like
Mm-hmm.
they've shown him like now full blown like him with his mask and with it
The
off,
blue
and
mask.
like
Yep.
there's like a little bit of blue energy in his eyes too when he takes his
Yeah.
mask off. So I'm not sure what's up with
Mm-hmm.
that. Um. At all, but dude, that final scene where he's just like it
Yeah.
looks so good, dude. So I'm really excited about it. As we already know, like he wants Scott Lang to steal something for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I still have no idea what that is. Obviously, he's stuck there in the quantum realm. It
Yeah.
has to be that, right? Otherwise, he'd be out there doing whatever he wants to do. He needs Scott Lang to take something that he can't get. Maybe because it's too dangerous, he's worried he's going to die, or maybe just because he's just the better thief. He's the only one that's capable of doing it. Maybe you have to get super small to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but there's a scene like in the trailer where he's like going down into this thing where they're, I think it's Modoc and but Modoc by the way is in the trailer, which is super cool.
Yeah.
He looks kind of weird in the little shot. I don't know if I like how
The
he looks
face.
yet. Yeah,
Without the mask.
yeah, I like it better when he's all full robot type. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see this scene where they're on this like ledge, and it's him, Modoc, and I think even Cassie's there because they're probably keeping her prisoner because that's how they're gonna get him to steal whatever he needs to
Mhm.
do. But he dives deep into this thing, and he gets even smaller than before
Yeah. He
to
is.
do it. So that's as far as I can really tell. What did you think of the trailer?
I thought it was great. One thing that I saw that makes you think that kind of probably predicts what happened is that Kang loses his power because he's like fist fighting with Ant-Man.
Hmm.
Ant-Man, he doesn't really have any superpowers, I don't think, except when he just goes small, he still has the strength of as when he's
Yeah.
big. So there's that scene where he's fighting hand to hand with Kang,
Yeah.
and then also she kind of predict that Ant Man might sacrifice himself, because he makes that line, yeah, you can't win. And he goes, I don't have to win, we just both have to lose or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it. Yeah,
Yeah, so
something
we're
like
like,
that.
oh, are they killing off Ant Man now? So we're gonna have to see.
Maybe. Well, some Ant-Man are gonna die. There was like a ton of them in there. I don't know where they all came from, but one of
um,
them just gets torn apart like they're thread. Like it looked
yeah,
like
the
yarn.
helmet comes off and everything,
Yeah, I was like,
almost like
what?
how Scarlet Witch did Mister Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Um, there was one other thing I was just about to say. Oh, so there is rumors that they say that um, Yellow Jack actually turns into Modoc. They're trying to see if that's his face.
Oh, really?
So that's what they're trying to say. Like somehow, when in the first Ant Man, when he shrunk down in size, he got stuck in the quantum realm and
That
he built
could
himself a
be. I mean, he
body.
did shrink him. Yeah.
Yeah, so just trying to say that that's him.
Okay.
We'll see. There's also rumors that Bill Murray and the original the original Ant Man's wife, they had a thing or something like that,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
how they're supposed to play a part in that.
Mm. Janet Van
Um,
Dyne.
hmm and I think that's about. Oh, and one thing about I have to go back to Loki and I have to watch where they meet Kang and
Hmm.
Kang like kind of explains everything. Cause they're saying like I think there's a partner that says like, oh, Kang is the only thing he's afraid of is himself or something like that.
Yeah. Well, basically, the only
Uh,
one that can beat him is himself.
yeah, so I have to go back and watch that part where he talks to what's her name? Loki and what's the female version?
Sylvie, I think.
Sylvie? Yeah. So I have to go back and watch that. But yeah, I'm excited. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is probably the only Ant Man I'll ever watch." I was like, "Dang, I thought the other two were pretty good."
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're more just
Yeah,
like fun movies,
yeah.
just to enjoy, which there's nothing wrong with that, Have
Hmm.
fun with a movie. It's not a big deal. I remember even on the first Ant-Man, the end credit scene had nothing to do with Ant-Man whatsoever. It just showed a little bit of what was going to happen in Civil War. Cuz it was Bucky and he was trapped in that thing
Yeah,
already.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So you knew something was going to happen like that in Civil War. That was like your first little sneak peek
Yeah.
at Civil War. It had nothing to do with Ant Man at all,
Mm-mm.
except for that Ant Man was going to be in Civil War in some way. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're kind of their own thing, and that's fine. This one is not. Obviously, this one's going to have a huge impact on maybe not Secret Wars, but definitely Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, looks pretty cool. Also, the rings and stuff have like these ruins on them that kind of look just like
Oh
from
yeah.
they look just like from Eternals and from Shang Chi, and even I
And for
think
Miss Marvel.
the gauntlets. So
Hmm.
obviously somehow they're related. I don't know how, but yeah, it's
And
kind
that
of
could
nutty.
be that could be since you mentioned that could be what the end credit was on Shang-Chi. How Wong brought them in like, hey, yeah, these rings are sending off a signal or something like
Yeah,
that.
maybe they're sending out a signal to the
Yeah,
quantum realm.
so yep. That's
Possible.
a good catch right there. Easter egg.
Mm.
All right. So now next on our list, last episode, I think we mentioned about we were talking about Dragon Ball movies.
Well, I know you want to do our top five or top three Dragon Ball movies, something like that. You want to
Yeah.
do that?
So yeah, we're gonna stick with because I didn't really watch any of the Dragon Ball movies. I've seen all the Dragon Ball Z movies,
Yeah.
and I missed superhero.
Okay.
So let me list all the Dragon Ball Z movies. So we got Dead
I
Zone,
know all of them.
World's Strongest,
Mm-hmm.
Tree of Might,
Yep.
Lord Slug,
Mm-hmm.
Cooler's Revenge, Return of Cooler, Super Android 13,
Mm-hmm.
the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, BoJack Unbound,
Hmm.
Broly Second Coming, then Bio
I
Broly.
know there were 3 Broly movies and they all sucked.
Yeah, they were milking it. Fusion Reborn and Wrath of the Dragon, and then for Dragon Ball Super.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on.
What?
They're listing Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Is that Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah, basically. So I think when it got such a good reception, they decided to actually do Dragon Ball Super the series. That's my theory anyway, since they called it Dragon Ball Z
Yeah,
Battle of the Gods, because that's actually how
yeah,
Dragon Ball Super starts. As a matter of
yeah,
fact,
yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to, it's good to watch the series if you want, but if you just kind of want to get ahead a little bit of Dragon Ball Super, you can watch Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, um, and then you're halfway into Dragon Ball Super already. It just shows it without all the fluff
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you want to kind of get ahead a little bit, you can do that because it's basically the same story. They just retell it in a longer anime form in Dragon Ball
Right.
Super.
Okay. So yeah, it says Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, and then Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Hmm.
So before we get into our top, we said top three, top five. Yeah, let's say top three. I think the first movie I saw was The World's Strongest.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, it was between. I was like, oh, I like Yancha. Like my favorite characters was Yancha first, and then it was Piccolo. Only because Piccolo did that mouth beam.
Yeah.
When they were in space, I was like, oh, I like this green guy. Like I still didn't know their names.
Yeah.
And then I saw Dead Zone,
Okay.
and then I saw all of the ones in order: Tree of Might, Lord Slug, and all of them. So what did you watch them in order? Like,
No,
did you
no, no.
first see
I
them in
kind of
order?
caught him in, like bootlegs and things on the internet and stuff like that. But I think the
Uh
first one I saw was actually on Toonami on TV, and I think
hmm
it was Tree of Might.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think that was my first one, which is okay. It's an okay movie.
The Turtles.
Turles, yeah,
Oh, Turtles, yeah.
yeah.
Um, One of them that they don't have on here that's still like an unofficial movie is it called Eradicate All Saiyans? Is that what it's called?
I don't know that one.
No, that's the
No.
one where it's this machine that bring back life of like Goku's old nemesis. So they bring back Frieza, bring back Cell, and I think they bring back Lord Slug, and then they teleport to this one world
And that's not fan
where
made.
no, this is like an unofficial movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. And they remade it too. I think you can watch it on one of the Dragon Ball games. I think it's probably Dragon Ball. Is it what's the last one? No, I don't think it was Xenoverse. It's probably the one before
Oh, the
Xenoverse.
last
Maybe
Dragon Ball movie, the
no,
last
the
Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball
game.
game. Yeah, it wasn't Xenoverse. I think it was the
Well,
last
there's
one before
Dragon
that.
Ball. There's
Battle
Dragon
of
Ball
Z.
Kakarot.
Not Kakarot. It was before all those. I think it was Battle of Z that they redid it.
Okay.
So I'll send you like a link of like the original one, and then they remade it. Well, it's pretty. It's a quick. It's probably like the quickest movie. It's like only 40 minutes long.
Hmm. That's not even a movie then. That's more like one of those OVAs or whatever. Because they did a couple of those. They did Future Trunks. Um,
Okay.
and I think they did another one. Yeah, Bardock as well.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
probably one of those. That's why it's not
Yeah.
considered a
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more
It's
sense.
called, but I can never find it like a physical copy. Like I can never
Yeah, I
see,
don't
you
think
never
you
see
can
it.
find copies of those.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're just
Oh.
kind of their own thing.
Oh,
That you
okay.
just have to kind of subscribe to a service for. Because I don't remember ever seeing like Future Trunks anywhere or Bardock Unbound or anything like that. I've
Mm.
seen the other movies, but not those. But again, you could probably get them online, and you'll just get a CD sent to you.
Okay.
Or a bootleg DVD or something. But yeah, I've never seen those like on sale. I could be wrong, but I've never seen them in any stores ever
Okay.
when I was younger.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you go first. Your top three.
My top three,
Mm-hmm.
probably my number one. Honestly, I mean, and it's not just because it's so fresh in my mind. It's honestly just because it was a really really cool story. It had some drama in it. Not really a tearjerker, but they tried. I think Dragon Ball Super Broly is fantastic. The art animation is so good. Like it's so fluent. But I
Mm-hmm.
like how they really told a story, especially when you consider how terrible the original Broly movie is. Like the reason he doesn't like him is because he was next to him in his crib and he was crying. That's why you're
Crying.
upset. Shut up. That's the dumbest story I've ever heard in my life.
He said,
Um,
"Shut up."
yeah, that's the dumbest story I've ever heard in my life. And even Toriyama was like, "This story sucks. I'm gonna redo it." That's why he wanted to do it. It's
Mm.
like I don't think that this story is very good, and I want to actually tell because there's people love this character, right? Let's do him
Mm-hmm.
actual justice with a real story. So you go back to early, when you see Bardock and everything in there, right? You go back in
Yeah.
time and you see when
Bardock, and you
Goku
see
was a baby, when Vegeta
Goku's.
was a
I'm not
baby.
Goku's. Get Goku's mom.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't know if you've even ever seen before,
No.
which is cool too. Um, but yeah, you see Frieza when he's still younger with his father right behind him. Um, and I think even the Ginyu Force was in it, right?
Mm, I don't know. Some type of force was in there.
I'm almost positive that they were in there too. Um, so it was cool to go back in time and see that, right? And then, of course, the actual story with Broly and how he gets sent off with his father because he's worried that he's going to be stronger than his son, who should be,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to be like the legendary Super Saiyan.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I just thought it was a really great story. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, the fights were just sick. I mean,
Right.
the animation was great. So that's probably my number one, if anything. Just because it probably had the best story and the best animation too, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Second, what would be my second? Because I can only pick three, right? So,
Yeah. So we have.
oh, I know the names. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll go second is Tapion, Wrath of the Dragon. That was really cool because you see where Trunks gets his sword
Mm-hmm.
when he's a kid. So that was really cool. The character itself was really neat. Tapion was a cool design. Um, yeah, and I like how like the flute summoned that thing. So only when he slept, all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. So I thought that was really cool.
Okay.
But I more like it because I'm a big Trunks fan, and you actually get to see where he got his sword, which
Right.
was super cool. And then number three would probably be World's Strongest. That was a really good one too.
Okay. The first one I saw. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the one too where Piccolo gets kind of taken over, right? But then his love for Gohan takes him out of that thing eventually,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because he's like kind of wired up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then they both have to take out that big, freaking huge mech thing, which kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of the Red Ribbon Army a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I thought that one was really cool too. So that's those are the three that I would pick.
Let's see.
If I could pick another one, just as a shout out, Super 22 is really good too because all the new transformations you get to see, that's really cool.
Which
Superhero,
one? A superhero.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just because all
Honorable
the
mention.
yeah, exactly. Honorable mention because I don't want to ruin it for you first of all, but you see a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
new transformations, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. So
what
I'll
about you?
go. Let's see. Number three. I think number three. I like BoJack Unbound for number three.
Because of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
No, that's actually like my least thing. But you got to see like I like it I like that Trunks, the Trunks with the long hair. That's
Mm-hmm.
like my favorite variation of Trunks.
He's in a couple of those too.
With that hair
With his long hair, yeah. There's
in the
another movie. Yeah,
movies?
there's another movie that he's in. I think where he has super long hair too.
I don't remember because he's in Broly. And was he in Super Android? He was yeah, he's in Super Android 13, but that's all his short hair.
Okay,
I think BoJack Unbound was the only one with his long hair.
is that the
But
one
yeah,
where they start where they're fighting in like a little tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, so that is BoJack. Okay, maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong
so
then.
I like that one because you get to see Tien. I like Tien too. Tien was kind of cool.
Mm,
Wasn't at one point he was like the strongest human until like Krillin passed him up again?
yeah.
I forget. Yeah, but yeah, Tien fought Trunks. There's all these other matches, and then I like when Trunks fought that other green villain, and he like blocked it with his forearm, blocked the sword with his forearm.
Mm,
So I liked that. I'm mad that Vegeta did make it. Vegeta always makes the most best appearance, right?
yeah,
The best entrance, but he still got his ass kicked. I was
that's
kind of like
right. Yes, he does.
ah. But I still thought that was a good movie. So that's number 3 for me. Um, I was gonna say one of the coolers, but the fight scenes weren't all that great.
Yeah.
Except, yeah.
The
So
character cooler is interesting, but again, the movie itself, I don't think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'll have to go to the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the first Broly movie.
That's what you're gonna pick?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
Besides the story, I thought the action was pretty cool, and I like when Broly's like about to go like out of control,
Dude, all
and
he
he lays,
does is just beat the shit out of everybody. There's no action.
yeah,
It's just a demolishing. It's an
yeah,
embarrassment.
and what I like about it is like when he's going out of control, he makes the sky turn different colors like 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit! And then you see like these new powers, like he gets like these green orbs and just throws them.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, everybody fights him, and then they all lose.
They don't even
So
touch him.
yeah, they
And
only
then the
touch him.
way that
Yeah,
Goku beats him is just stupid. That's why I hate that
yeah. I
movie.
started hating when everybody start like Goku just figure out a new technique at the end.
Let me your energy, then I'll win.
Yeah,
Whatever, dude. That's how you win all the time. It
yep.
was boring.
And then number 1 would have to be Super Broly.
Okay.
And the reason why I like Super Broly is because that's like the only movie that Vegeta didn't get his ass kicked. He actually held his own.
Oh no, Vegeta was great. The
Yeah,
transformations that they did in that movie were so cool too. Like they went
yeah,
so in depth with the transformations and stuff. Like they put so much like artistic flair into how they transformed. I just thought it was
right.
so cool. Like
And I remember before the movie came out, there was like images, and they showed it when like Vegeta was green for a minute, for like a quick second. We're like, oh
mhm.
shit, this is a new transformation?
Yeah, before
It
he
was, it
turned
was
purple or something. Or not purple, it was like
before he
red.
went.
Yeah, I think red.
No, it was before he turned blue.
Oh, did he turn blue?
Yeah,
Okay.
he turned green for a quick second. That was just before he went blue.
Okay,
But
because
yeah, it was.
I thought what was so cool is that it actually showed his Super Saiyan God form
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that,
And
and
you're
he
like, oh
fought
shit,
like
when did you
that
get
for a while.
this? Yeah.
Yeah, that was in the
So the
comics apparently, in the mangas. I
oh,
mean,
I
he
got.
had to do that at some point. You just presumed it, because he
Mhm.
learned how to go blue before Frieza showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool to actually see it.
Okay. Yeah. Resurrection F was. It was all right.
Yeah, if I had to pick
Uh,
5, I would have put that in there.
mm, Battle of the Gods was cool. I liked when Vegeta my favorite characters when Vegeta actually got like a hit on Beerus. I
Oh,
was like,
dude, when he hits
oh god,
Bulma, yeah,
yeah,
that was
that's my
great.
Bulma.
Yeah, dude, that was great.
Wrath of the Dragon, I didn't really like.
Oh,
Um,
really?
I didn't.
I think it's just because I'm such a Trunks fan. Might have been why I liked it.
Probably, yeah. I didn't like the villain. I thought the monster was the best part was the Dragon Fist.
Mm.
Fusion with Born was cool because you see another fusion.
Well, because that's Janemba. That's why that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Bio Broly was garbage.
Yeah.
Second Coming. The only cool thing about it was the father and son's Kamehameha. That was the only good thing about it.
Isn't that the one too where Trunks pees on him?
Yeah, he does pee on him. You're
That
right.
was pretty
Yep.
great. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That's probably the only part of the movie I enjoyed.
Super Android 13. The best part of that is when they all go Super Saiyan at the same time.
That's
And
the
then you see
blue
him.
android, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when Goku like absorbs the Spirit Bomb and goes like berserk. Well, he doesn't go berserk, but he just gets like this burning power.
Okay.
and kills him in one blow. Return of Cooler was kind of cool. Um, it's just it wasn't a lot of action in there.
Mm.
I like it when they beat the one cooler and they're like, okay, we beat them, and then like 100 more come and they power up like they're about to like do something and then just get captured. That was great. But yeah, that's all the other movies. Somebody was telling me, oh, we forgot we forgot one more movie.
What?
Dragon Ball Evolution.
No, that's not a movie. That's a cash grab. Is what that is. It's not
Oh
even
my
animation. We're not going to talk. It's
gosh.
got to be animated movies first of all. Okay.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I actually got. Oh, I got a great story about Dragon Ball movie. I actually got my money back for watching that for complaining about myself in the theater.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Dragon Ball Evolution?
yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
so
what?
we went there and we got super drunk in the theater.
Oh.
And we were watching it and I was just like, this movie sucks. This movie's ruining my childhood. I was screaming and I kicked one of the beer bottles and it just kept rolling down. You just hear it go kick, 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 kick.
Wait, what theater was this where they had beer? Or you snuck it in?
I snuck it in. I was young.
Oh, okay.
We were young. You know, that's just what you did.
Right.
And of course, you pre-gamed in the parking lot first, and then you had a couple more. So I leave the theater, right? Or no, I leave just the theater, not the actual theater place, just the place where we were watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I go to the clerk, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I want my money back for this movie. This guy was screaming the whole time about how like the movie ruined his childhood and stuff like that. They were drinking beers, and you know, it was just a terrible experience. And he gave me my money back.
Wow.
I deserve my money back for that movie, okay? It was so terrible. If anything, I made it more entertaining for the people there. Okay?
Right.
But yeah. It was pimp. Yeah. It was an OG move.
Right. Funny. What theater was this? Was this in San Jose or was it in New York?
No, this is when I was in New York. This is
okay.
Henrietta 18.
Okay.
I don't think it was AMC. I think it was Regal Theaters.
Do you ever watch the Dragon Ball Heroes online?
I started. I haven't finished it, but it's
They're
pretty
so
cool.
Great. Yeah, they're so great.
Yeah, I like the different forms of Goku, dude. That's Zeno Goku with his little coat and stuff. He looks badass.
Yeah.
That's the one that goes.
That's the one that goes Super Saiyan 4, right?
I don't know, but he looks super cool. I actually there's some mods apparently for Dragon Ball Fighters where you can put that like thing on him too. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind. I just don't know how to do mods on PC, so I don't know if I want to really do that.
Yeah, that game is so. Not the game, but that fan. Oh, did I ever send you the fan Dragon Ball series? Is called Deliverance.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's 4 episodes so far. I think the last episode I've seen is when Gohan and Trunks are like teenagers, and it's super badass. Yeah, they need to hire these people to make their like a little spinoff, like official spinoff. But I'll send you the YouTube link. But what were we just talking about?
We were talking about Dragon Ball superheroes.
Oh, heroes. Yeah. So later on the series, like they expand everything. They do a lot of fan service. So I think you see Broly go Super Saiyan 3 or 4. You see Cooler actually go golden. You see Metal Cooler go golden.
How do they get away with all this? They must have some sort of permission from the.
Well, actually, yeah, because I know there's a game. There's a game called Dragon Ball Heroes Mission.
Yeah, there is. It's like a GameCube game or something.
Or
not GameCube, Switch.
Mobile game. Oh, Switch game? Okay, yeah. And I don't know if those episodes come from there or not, but they keep on releasing them like monthly.
I need to, online, I stopped watching because I think I was just getting tired of waiting, so maybe I should check them out. I probably got like at least 10 to 15 episodes to watch at this point. It's been a
There's a
while since I've
lot. It have everybody. They bring Turtles back. They bring do they
Wow.
bring Raditz back? I think they probably bring Raditz. And then
Wow.
it ties into Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Mm.
How there's like there's time travel and dimensions and everything. So is I love that little fan made little series they have going on. But I think that's all we have, huh?
Yeah, not too busy of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little bit of Deadpool news, but not much. Just that Hugh Jackman went on and was messing with Ryan Reynolds, saying,
again.
"Yeah, don't vote for him for best music scene or something like that. I don't want to hear him boast about it. I don't need the ego. I got to work with him on Wolverine and Deadpool for the next year." So he may have revealed the name of the movie, Wolverine Deadpool. But then Ryan Reynolds came back and was like, "Well, I'm not going to be mean to Hugh. I wish him luck. Vote for him for his thing." And then he closes the laptop, but it's not really like off. And you still hear him talking. He's like, "Wolverine, Deadpool, not in your life, chubby," or something like that. Which I guess is from like one of his old movies that didn't do very well. He was called Chubby or something. So we may know the name of the movie. Maybe that's about it for that news. I was trying to think if there was anything else.
I haven't heard anything from DC.
There's big rumor that Jessica Jones is going to be in Daredevil.
Oh, I mean that only makes sense.
It does make sense.
There's hella episodes, right? There's like 20 or something like that, or 19
episodes.
18. Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and my wife
the
really
original
liked
Jessica Jones.
Yeah, her. Yeah. I think her name's Kristen Ritter, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
But yeah, which I'm excited about. I think Jessica Jones is a super cool.
Oh, I watched Bad Batch, so I finished it. But I didn't. There's a new episode that came out yesterday.
I haven't watched that episode yet.
Yeah, me either. But I watched the second episode.
All right, so what'd you think? Because now it kind of finished off, so now they're back to where they are. So what'd you think about the two episodes together there?
They were cool. I'm waiting for Crosshair to get back. Omega's still messing up.
Yeah.
Just when you thought she redeemed herself,
yeah.
She messes up again.
Well, she's trying to help him get out of a bad situation.
Right,
know?
But she just...
And it looks like it seems to me like Tech or Echo, one of the two, seem to be sick of waiting.
Yeah,
to get going. Like, I think he wants to help his, with what's going on with the Empire and stuff like that. He doesn't want to sit around anymore. He wants to handle some business. He's getting tired of it. You can tell.
Yeah.
And I think Omega's picking up on that.
Yeah, yeah.
She's smart.
I think it was Echo.
Okay, maybe Echo.
I think it was Echo. I believe so. Because Echo and Tech were together, and Hunter and Wrecker was together, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Hunter and Wreck was definitely those were the two together on the grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one officer that killed the clone. I wonder what his fate is at the end of the season. Because he reports to Tarkin, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. And at the end of the episode, he kills that one guy.
He kills the clone because the clone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, the Bad Batch is still alive." He's like, "Yeah, we ain't gonna tell Tarkin that."
Yeah, well, Bow. I'm not gonna tell him, and he just because he basically tells him, "I'm not gonna lie for you," and he's like, "I know."
That's why I brought you to this cliff.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So I mean, Tarkin's definitely gonna be involved in some way. We're probably gonna see him again then, which is cool. Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the series.
Do you think Hunter's gonna, turn to the good side, join the Bad Batch, or he's still a soldier? Is a good soldier that takes orders.
Crosshair.
Crosshair. Who did I say? Hunter. I said Hunter, huh?
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Crosshair.
I don't know, man. He could be like the dark horse, both sides. Yeah. There's anti-heroes, right? I mean, he could be. What was that?
My phone. It's I have the lightsaber notification.
Cool.
Oh no, that's one of my Star Wars games.
Yeah. My wife has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing that for a while. It's pretty cool, but I kind of got Sick of stopping on there every day.
Mm.
But it is a cool game. It's basically like one of the turn-based RPG, basically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's a cool game. I thought it was funny. It went off right now.
yeah.
After talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
What do you say about Bad Batch?
Yeah. So still waiting for Acolyte to come out.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I can't wait till. Did you play Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah, but I didn't finish it. I gotta finish it.
Yeah, the ending is badass.
Okay.
And I can't wait till this one comes out, Survivor.
It's coming out soon.
Yeah.
They announced it like no one knew anything about it, and I think they're like it's coming out in April or June or something like that. I don't think it's November. I think it's early.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
First quarter, I believe.
Which is really surprising.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks great. So, I'm trying to think of anything else that I saw. Because I was looking up some news and things like that. Speaking of animes too, since we were talking about Dragon Ball and stuff, did you ever watch Bleach?
I tried to watch it, I just couldn't get into it.
Okay, because there's a new Bleach out that's been on Hulu. That was really good. It just finished, and it's freaking wild. The animation is superb, and man, people are dying left and right, dude. This is most characters that you think are safe are not.
Oh shit.
Which is really cool. Obviously, Ichigo's safe because he's like the main character, right? But everyone else, I feel, it's like fair game in this show. So it's pretty wild. Recommend watching it if you can. It's only on Hulu, from what I can tell. It's called The 1,000-Year Blood War. Okay. And also, a new Trigun just got released.
I saw that, but it's on Crunchyroll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That one looks tight. I know of Trigun, but I never watched it. But this one looks very interesting.
It's going to be kind of a retelling of the story, so you probably won't miss out on anything. Just Trigun's very episodic. It's just another adventure after another adventure, but then there's also this subplot with I don't want to tell you what's really going on.
Okay.
But you kind of would want to go back and watch the original later because it's going to tell different stories. Just kind of fun because he's a goofball. He's like crazy, but it was super cool. In the first episode, he shot down all these. I watched it, and it looks really good. The animation looks fantastic. I like the voice acting. He shot down all these missiles with one shot from his bullet. One shot. It was super cool how he did it. So recommend Trigun Stampede if you want to watch a new anime. And I think that's all I got now. That's probably it. No video game news, I don't think. I played some Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
I started learning it, man.
I missed the sell. I'll buy it eventually. It's probably gonna sell again. But do you want to review The Last of Us?
Yeah, it starts Sunday. I'm definitely down for reviewing it if you want.
Okay,
that sounds fun to me. I mean,
yeah, we can put that on our list too.
I kind of don't know what the heck's going on in that anyway because I never finished them. So.
Oh, you didn't finish the game?
No, I only know the beginnings of it. I know she's supposed to have like the cure or something like that.
Yeah.
That's as far as I know, to be honest.
Okay.
So I think it'll be really cool.
Cool.
And I think that's kind of it. Wish my Buffalo Bills luck in the playoffs, please.
They made it, huh? I haven't kept up.
Yeah, I'm a big football guy, so.
Who they playing? Who's the next team they're playing?
I think it's Miami.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game.
I think the most interesting thing though is because of everything that happened with Damar Hamlin and everything, we didn't get the first seed, but they feel that it's unfair that they pretty much won out after that. So if they have to meet the Chiefs in the playoffs for the final AFC Championship game to get into the Super Bowl, it's at a neutral location. So no one gets home field advantage, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
So at least it's not like we have to go to KC if we get there. So, well. I'm
glad the guy got out. He got released from the hospital, right? Probably a few days ago.
Yeah, he's his recovery was very good. I know the way he's recovering, man. You think he'd be in the Super Bowl with us?
Yeah.
Which is awesome for him, man. I'm so happy for him.
All right.
So yeah, wish my Bills luck.
Yeah, you heard what Mr. Option said. Wish them luck, the Bills, because he's originally from New York. And what's the Super Bowl?
More than likely it'll be
February?
Early February or late January. Yeah, I think it's early February though.
Okay, cool. So February, and then hope the Bills get to the playoffs, right? So everybody, do that. Do us a favor. Wish the Bills luck, and then another favor. You guys haven't follow us on Spotify, follow us on YouTube, and anywhere you guys listen to podcasts. We have more content coming out. We're gonna have more guests. Mr. Awesome, is his turn to bring a guest on, so I wonder who's gonna bring on.
Okay, I'll have to talk to him. I know exactly who I'm gonna bring on.
All right, cool.
I'll have to talk to him. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But once again, guys, this is Two Nerds Are Better Than One. I am Ron Deasy. You can find me at Ron Deasy. That's RONDEAZY everywhere, anywhere. And we got my co-host, Mr. Awesome. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh yeah, you can pretty much find me Mr. Awesome's Neighborhood, MRAWESOMMES _ or space neighborhood, depending on where you go, or you can just Google it. I also have a Twitter at Mr. Awesome Zen. If you want to check me out there. But yeah, that's pretty much me.
And if you guys are Street Fighter fans, go follow him because he's in the beta version. So I see him do a few matches on there. You're playing with Ryu a lot, right?
That's definitely who I'm gonna play. I just wanted to play one character and get as good as I could with them during the beta, just to see how many matches I could win. But I mean, Ken looks sick in that game, and some of the new characters look really cool too. So I mean, I'm probably playing at least 5 characters when it actually comes out. I'll be playing different ones, but yeah, Ryu is my main right now.
And that's who you're playing right now in the beta.
Yeah. The beta's over now.
It's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
The game comes out in June, I believe.
But you have some footage on your YouTube, right?
Oh yeah. Check out my YouTube if you want to see some Street Fighter matches.
There you go.
I'm gonna put a couple more out because I did matches for like 5 hours one day, so I just put like 3 matches out. I'm gonna do one more at least put out because I had a couple other good matches that I'd like to show.
Cool. So you guys heard that. You guys want to see some Street Fighter 6? Go follow Mr. Awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Good night.
All right. Later, guys.